send out the message and I say, Ijele, may God bless you. Chukwuka Ofebu, God uplift you. One man squad, the real savior in our own time, in our own generation, that we see with our own eyes. Afunanya Ekwe, right? And he stood against the mob, against all the things that have been standing against Ndi Igbo and all our collective safety, collective gains. He stood one man squad. The things that our elected politicians, socialists, everything supposed to be doing, only him stood on the ground, and they all came. They are coming at him looking for him, but he still stand, and that's why I say, may God bless him. He's like all in one. He's a blogger. He's an advocate for justice for those ones that have been deceived. We call them umubingos, but what it means is they have been conditioned. The way you see them, we call them bingos, but it's a condition. Somebody put them in that condition. So they've been conditioned because, first of all, they were neglected. First of all, the same people that neglected them put them in a position of underprivilege. Now he's using them and subjecting them to all kind of pains and agony and all misery. Everything that has to do with cry and pain and tears, they will bring it to their table and say, yeah, now it's another topic for you to cry upon. They'll say, oh, Akwam nebe, oh, Chukwu inozi omeo. But when they have everything good from the position, they will carry and go out, chop and clean mouth. They will not call anybody. But when it reach time to cry, the same people they deceive and neglected and put in on the privileged position, they'll go and gather there. So yeah, I'm gonna come carry, make una go cry. Thank crier. Una don't hear, have you hear breaking news? The alarm, have you seen what is happening? What is happening? One man squad, Ijele, and all the Ijele nation, all the people that stood by him and supporting, God will also bless you because he cannot do it alone, but he put his face there. He's put his. Can you imagine that the people that call Ijele, many of them, many of our people, they cannot show their face. Because when you bring out yourself, you bring out your face, they will come after you. Immediately your life become in danger. Immediately your properties in the village are at stake. Everything concerning you is now in danger, right? This is what, like, you people don't know the depth of what this guy has done and he's still doing. And we know that the transformative work that he hoped to achieve, that he set out to achieve, is still a work in progress, but we have to acknowledge it and appreciate him. Guys, please, I want to ask any one of you, please reach out to Jele, bless him anyhow you can. It's not easy to be in the position that he found himself. The people that he's trying to save, they have been conditioned and in a place that they have been deceived. Like, someone neglected you for so long. You're supposed to eat morning food, eat afternoon food, eat night food. They did not give you. All of a sudden, they now decide to give you maybe once in a week. You think that if not for them, you will not be alive. And then they will feed them with all kinds of lies. And only him came out to fight for them. And even though they don't know, is it not what Jesus was doing? Say, Father, forgive them because they don't know what they are doing. And he's still there trying to liberate them. And even they are cursing him, calling him all kind of, and he's still there saying, all his message is, Father, forgive them for they know not what they are doing. He's still teaching them. And we here in the Sabo Nation, we join him to say, if it is built on lies and deception, we will sabotage it. As they are going to on their audio UN, United Nations, audio White House, audio European Union, we will be inside our living room and we will sabotage it. That is it. That is because they are building it online. And we cannot do it without Ijele that brought himself out and stay in front. That's why we are here saying, happy birthday, Odogu, the one where we see for eye. That they tell us, say, once upon a time, but this one in our own lifetime, we are seeing a real Odogu. And so we greet him. Don't be those one when he be say, when the time reach, they go run for 40. When how did you escape? Like some people mislead her. They say, how did they buy 28 people in your compound and they did not get to you? Because before they got to my bedroom, they have evacuated me. They evacuate their mistake. Evacuated misleader. They will make math, deceive you, tell you stand, all roll it. When the time come, they will evacuate them. They no go get leg to waka, they no go get hand to waka. They go evacuate them. You carry book and cover them. They go dress like woman. They go evacuate them like a baby. They go run. For 1 year, no go hear from them. But Ijele is there. Ijele is there. Ijele is there, standing on the ground. And that's why we really need to appreciate him. Please, everyone, reach out to him, greet him, salute him for the work. We never even start now. We never, when you want to grind beans, it's a long way. So we are still in the beginning, and the work is tedious, and they are still out for him. But the God that is with him is more than all the gods. All those mumu, yeah, where they tie all over their body, but still they go water on the ground. So the God that is with him, the energy that the universe have given him surpasses all the shenanigans that they are doing. And Almighty God will see him through. And by the grace of God, we stand with him. We stand with him in our thinking. Yeah. So at the end of the day, he's a human being. It's not as if he doesn't make any mistake, or maybe everything he says is 100% or anything like that. It doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's about acknowledging the one that that if not for him, do you know the like, imagine the level the thing is, and even with everything Ijele have done, and look at where the whole situation is now. Shout out to the real Odogu, the real Ijele of Ndi Igbo. Goza. Hey, 7 goza. Yeah, so we appreciate you, Ijele. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, so some people now they don't say Buhari left ear, so the Buhari don't go Daura. He can't leave the ear problem for them. Now they can carry the ear problem. Is the Lord not wonderful? Can you imagine? You say somebody no dey alive again, don't buy. You do news, get image, you give them lecture for your University of Biafra. Nah, the man don't go Daura. He sit down for him parlor, they rest. Sometimes if you like, he use bare leg, he waka, he live a normal life. Now who can't get the ear problem? Not be juju be that. Nah, the misleader can't get ear problem. They say even DSS doctor don't confirm, say the ear don't almost block. Like if they don't do anything, say the ear go come permanently block. I don't know the solution for this kind of problem. But the Ijele dey there. Ijele still dey there. All the body they walk. He ear they hear. He eye they see. Bingo. Anywhere on a day, eye they connect. He they see and he they hear. The one wanna talk. The one wanna they think. He hear everything. He no get ear problem. Ewo. Some things, the thing go down, they be like magic. Imagine. You do video, you lie, you give interview, you say person don't buy. Say he get ear problem. Say he do ear like this, and then when last now you can't get the ear problem. The man don't go, back to Daura. You can't leave the ear problem for now. It's well, I greet you. My people, so while I was away, there was a news that was trending. There was a news that was trending about the appointment that President Bat made. And they said that the person that was made, I think, chief of naval staff, yeah, that he's not Igbo enough. That the chief of naval staff, that he's from Enugu State, but he's not an Igbo man. And so the whole conversation was going around his Igbo, how deep it is. It's not the deep Igbo. Is you understand? Like, and I'm wondering, like, how, like this is the example of what I'm telling you, because all your mind is always on what divides, and you are thinking about division all the time, division, 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 and you are thinking that that division is going to end with Nigeria or anything about Nigeria. No, you that divisionist mindset, you will take it into your family, you will take it into your region, into your village. Everything you are doing, it is going to be predetermined by your divisive mindset, right? So you have to now ask yourself, how deep and how far back do you have to go to be a real deep Igbo? Like how deep? Like how many generations? 7 generations? 10 generations? Forever and ever? Like you know, like how far do you want to go to make it a deep Igbo? That somebody was appointed, and the only conversation where we didn't even think about, is he capable, what is he bringing to the table, what is his like, what have he done before, you understand, what is his record, go to his community, what is attributed to him, you understand, like, what value is he going to add? No, we are talking about his deepness, eh? That he's not a real Igbo, that is a side Igbo, he's on the corner Igbo, he's in the deep Igbo. You understand? So this is one of the things I was pointing out during the election, and some people were hating on me. No, I know whereof I speak. I know what I'm saying. Because everything you are doing is premeditated on division, 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 division. You know, that is why in a state like Anambra, where you have both of everybody is Igbo, more or less, right? And everybody is Christian, more than 90%, right? You still find a reason to divide yourself. You divide yourself among Christians, Catholic, and Anglicans, to the extent that one section is marginalized from the other, to the extent that the Catholics view the Anglicans as minority in Anambra State. Like, you are the same ethnicity, you are the same religion, but because your mind is already conditioned to look for things that divide, and you are going to find what divides you, and you are going to dwell on division. Well, anything you are doing is about how to divide, how to separate, who is better, who is not better, who is from which part, who is not from which part. You know, it happened in Imo State. It happened in Imo State. There was someone that was elected from one part of Imo State. They say, no, if you see somebody from that part of Imo State, remove, first of if you see that person from that part of Imo State and you see snake, you first of all go after that snake, because that person, no, you first of all go after that person, because that person is more dangerous than that snake. You understand? And that was something that pushed it, and the litigation was successful to remove that government. So because you are looking for what divide, what separate, everywhere you go, and anything you go in full force, so that you will become a majority there, an extreme section that will, like, be against the other, because that is what you dwell in. And the Bible said it, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If you are preoccupied with division, divide Nigeria, separate Nigeria, They, the other, the Yoruba, the Hausa, the Akwa Ibom. Recently, Akwa Ibom, I went on, they don't still mention on that side. So, you mention all the other people. Do you think it's going to end there? No, it's not going to end there. By the time you get into your family, you remember this person, that person. By the time you come out of your family, you enter inside your clan, you remember this person, that person. By the time you come out of your clan and come inside the village, you will remember the other part of the village, that their own part come, their own part are foreigner, they came from another part of another side. By the time you come out of that place and go to your local government, you will remember, oh, those people from that village, they are normally not from this village, they are from the other village, because that's what your preoccupation is. And why all this thing is going on, why you are embroidered in all this your divisive mentality, you are thinking all this thing, doing all this thing, busy doing nothing, laboring in vain, life is going on. Because you are just consuming your own cocoon. It's like, you are just there. They boil, they cook, they chop, they do your own, life is going on. Life is going on. Before you open your eye and see, 10 years have passed, you are still there. You are still there. Divide, separate. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. Nigeria will not survive. Nigeria will not survive. Perish the thought that Nigeria is going to divide. Perish that thought, so that that thing will not be preoccupying your mind, so that you will focus on what is actually important. Right now, there is high rate of joblessness. Like, I was watching a video that Dibia Konoche did. He's making an analysis in that his video, that I don't know if I can find that video so I can pull it up and show you guys, that 41% of Nigerian youth are jobless. And so the time you can use to be talking about job creation, what kind of job needs to be created, how do we do it, how can we change the situation here and there, you are busy, preoccupied, you are engaging in an activity that is not going to lead you anywhere, and you are putting all your energy there. You feel like you are doing something, but you are wasting your energy, you are wasting your resources, and you are busy doing absolutely nothing. Good evening. You understand? So learn to remove all those things. Learn to remove all those things and look beyond religion. Like, I even saw a post today. They said President Bat, that he wants to Christianize Nigeria. Like, all the people he's appointing are Christians. Like, his security are mainly Christians. You understand? That everything, like, hey, chief of this one's Christian, this one Christian, this one Christian. No, because you are preoccupied, and it's not your fault. It's the people that program you. This set of politicians that we have, that is the kind of politics they have played fought up until now, and that is why that kind of politics is, permeating our political sphere right now, because that's the kind of politics they understand. That's the kind of politics they have played. Tribal, sentimental politics, right? And so it's permeating in every sphere, because they don't know any further. And that is what they can give, only what they get. So anybody that is preoccupied with all this they and they and they, in your mind, you are feeling that nobody is going to see you as they, as the other, because you are feeling like the world is revolving around you. You are the center. So you have to decide, this one, the Fulanis, they are the conquerors, they are coming. The Yorubas, they are the deceivers, they are going to betray you. The Benis, they are like this, they are going to do like this. The Akwa Ibom, those ones, the Ijaws, because somehow you place yourself in the middle and you feel like you are just so perfect, but the problem is just all these people around you. So the whole world is just revolving around you. You are the center of excellence, right? You don't have any problem. But when the other person turn around and say, you you are the problem, or you have a problem. Ah, they have committed a sacrilege. How can they say that? A whole you, a perfect being, blessed people, chosen by God. You know, that's why this story about being Jews resonates with them, because that's part of the Bible that says, the Jews are chosen ones, the one that God has brought down, that if you curse them, you have been cursed, you bless them, you have been blessed, all this kind of a thing. That's why it's resonating with them. But actually, in reality, you cannot even take the hate that the Jews suffer all over the world. The Jews, in reality, in our world today, if they say that they hate person, go and ask the Jews Alpha. Anywhere they are in tight security. Anywhere Jewish people gather, go and check. Anywhere all over the world. Because Oyibo, they don't get so many theory against them, whether they go against them. Hmm? Um Wait, I'm seeing, the funny thing is that, like, they want to address me. They'll say woman. God, I've never told you that I am no longer a woman. I've never come out one day and say, the way my body is doing me, I now feel like a man. Like, I am in my womanhood 100%. I've never negated it. So why do you have to address me with say woman? Why? Because when it comes down to it, that your divisionist mentality will separate you. Say, I'm a man, she's a woman. There's a demarcation. Woman where they bend down the peace, and you are a man where they stand the peace. So that makes you superior and it gives you joy. So how you peace is a physiological attribute given by nature. Why should anybody be ashamed or made to look bad according to their own biological physiology, how they are supposed to excrete urine? Like, hello. You don't like my content, you are still here. You want to tell us that one day you and your generation will be sent to the land of no return. No problem. That day now, tell us the day. Give a date. Onyamoma. Thank you. Thank you. I am a complete woman. I don't tell you say I no be woman. You go come, they come say woman. What is that supposed to mean? Hmm? You know, what is that supposed to mean? You people should learn. You have to think, amateurs are gone. How many years I've been on this thing? It's coming soon, coming soon, coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. Happening now, happening now. What is happening now, Seth? And by the way, that lady, that one, that kindness. Wait, let me remove this guy so that he will not make you to go and comment something that will give you strike. Abi, maybe. Of course, of course. Good evening, girl. We greet you. Ijelo Jogu, we cite you. We salute you. We don't greet you. We don't greet you at the beginning of the video. We shall don't greet you. Jidenki, God bless you. So, I don't even know before this one. Please, if you want to address me with my name, okay? I know that I'm a woman. You don't have to tell me woman because I don't say man. I call you your name or whatever name you use. I use it to address you. Okay? Don't come and be saying woman. Me and you never have any conversation that I am not a woman, or I feel like say I want to be a man, like as it be like this now, I almost know say I don't already be man. Like, okay. I'm a woman and my life is okay. Like even if I come life again, I want to be a woman. Okay, so no problem. I'm now so God creates me. Now so they send me come here, and I'm okay like that. Okay, so no need for you to say woman. No need. Okay. Yeah, there are always people that will have. I'm responding to this, our brother. There are always people who will have individual, personal preferences and all those kind of a thing. Abio. So, my people, back to the topic of the day. Stop your division. Stop thinking that Nigeria is going to divide. Nigeria, I know a lot of people, like my fans on YouTube. I saw your comments, and yeah, it says Nigeria is on shaky legs and all those kind of thing, and um it's just a matter of time, and everything will dissolve into small units, something like that. That like there are so many problems in Nigeria, and it's just a matter of time. One thing will trigger it and everything will collapse into tiny countries, right? Okay, let's even go with that ideology for a moment. Let's assume that Nigeria divides. Like, for example, right? Okay, say there's a lot of problem now, there's a lot of kata, and then Nigeria divides. And you, as Onyibo, you are already scattered across Nigeria. And Nigeria have divided. What is the scenario? Let's play around that scenario for a little bit. Huh? Okay, now what will happen is most all the ethnic groups will fall back to their original constellation before the British colonization. Yeah. And for example, you will see the Yoruba nation will fall back into their kingship and their obership, and all the people who are aligned in the order of hierarchy, the highest Oba, the middle one, they will fall into line, and then the subjects, everyone will defer to their Oba, will defer to their Oni, and all those things. So, you got that rolling. Yeah, there may be some kind of squabbles among them, who is going to be higher or lower, but more or less they have a mini structure already on ground that they can defer to. The same thing, the other minority ethnic group, they also have something that they can fall back to, right? The people of Ijaw, they have their own king that they can defer back to. The Ishakiris, they have their own king they can defer back to. The Calabars, they have their own kings that they can defer back to. For example, even the Kogi people, they have a king. If you need to see his palace safe, that they can defer back to, like, those kind of things will just become a center, and they will just kind of take it up from there. I mean, how should I continue then? Now the north, they have their emirates, and the sultan, and so everybody will just kind of fall into place, and everybody will take that preeminence. Or you want to go to the northeast, they have their shehu of Borno, they will take it up from there. But you, Onyibo, how are you going to do it? Remember, the kind of king we have is the type that Ojus Okali help us to make a governor appointed king, like Nnaburuya father. Hmm? Nna Kanu, his father is a king appointed by governor of Nigeria. So maybe you have to defer to Eze Ndị Igbo na Lagos, Eze Ndị Igbo na here, Eze Ndị Igbo na n'elu, Eze Ndị Igbo n'ala, right? Or is there a system in place that you're going to defer to if shit hit the storm? For example, because sometimes you don't even know that you are not even supposed to be the one that will be in the front shouting divide, 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 because you are the one at the most expense of going to better your life from other places. And what you are trying to do is to actually cage yourself and restrict yourself and box yourself so that this free access that you have, you are not going to have it again. So I don't know the kingship system that is in all over Igbo land that you want to key into to organize the place. Okay, our brother is also making the point that if Nigeria divided, the Igbos will be expelled from other parts of Nigeria. Okay, good, fair enough. They asked for it, right? Food is ready. And then what? Even as it is now with governors and everything, there's even nobody in control. I'm seeing the governor of Anambra say he's complaining that everybody is a tax collector. So the state revenue is lost on the streets because everyone is collecting the tax revenue that's supposed to go to the state. Everybody is collecting. Is there? I will post the headline later. So you have to think beyond all these things. You're making noise. If you go to other places that they are even thinking about having independence, they are so already functioning, like everything is intact already in their region. They are more or less like the life of the country, in if you may. They are not the people that depend on the other parts of the country. Even this evening, somebody sent me a video that the Ghanaians are up on it again. And mind you, a lot of people say we're in West Africa, African Union. They are also in West Africa, in Ghana. Let me play it a little bit because I don't want to show the video because the video is not good because of Facebook restrictions and all those things. But I will share it in the WhatsApp. In the Ghana, we say no. We say no. In Ghana, I will share the video. I don't want to show it because of they scatter people car. See wetin Ghana people they do. Now wetin we they see for Ghana. Every day they go, they tell them make they go, make they go, make they go. Wetin they do them. And people came out, men came out on the streets. They are standing their ground. In Ghana. In Ghana. Think about that. Say not too much for this Ghana waiting. So they say they want me to wait till all happen for South Africa, happen for here. Oh, Chukwu inoziko meo. Oh, my people, I am actually I'm actually a messenger. I'm just trying to, like sometimes something have been told to you many times. You have danced on that thing, you have talked about, but you have not actually thought about it in its reality, like one thing that makes the education of Westerners different from the education they give us in Nigeria is in Nigeria we are meant to like kind of learn so many material and give it back, like back to sender kind of a thing. So you are exposed to so many materials, you read. And in Nigeria, they don't even give you tip and say maybe concentrate on this area, the exam may come on this area. So you have to really study every part of your material and know it before you go into an exam to pass, because you don't know where the question is going to come from, right? But the difference is here in the West, they try to give them, they work with case studies, like since they are doing all this separate division, all those kind of a thing. You're supposed to have it when you are doing political class, political science class, sociology class, all this thing in Nigerian university, supposed to give you a scenario, to play around it, to imagine it, to feed your mind and see, and even explore it. Say when Nigeria divide, how Nigeria will divide, like how is it going to play. So they give you a case study, that Nigeria divided and these people, how do they, so you can actually go as far as you can to see how realizable it is. Eh? So, this thing is not in Nigeria, it's in Ghana. I'm going to share the video to you guys in the WhatsApp. It's in the Ghana, Ghana, and men are on the street. Hey, all the gun, the Ghana too much. It's too much for Ghana. And Ghana is in West Africa. And so when Nigeria divides, Nigeria is, even though Nigeria is in West Africa, even though the states, like I'm just saying if, but that's not possible. Like there's a brother that said something in Nijele's program yesterday. He said that um, because the people of the South are actually on the coast, and most of the resource that runs the country is coming from their region, like they are supposed to actually be the one to be pushing for the secession, because they are already on the coast. They are next door to the ocean, and then you will be giving them the support, not you from inside, from the interior, you know and you are ultimately like you are boxing yourself in. And the worst is you have not put your house in order. Your livelihood depends on other regions. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. I'm not against you, even though they teach you that I'm against you. I'm not against you. In fact, I feel for you. And I feel for you. When I was young, my grandmother, when I'm doing something, she doesn't normally say, this thing you are doing, she will be like, the person that did this thing to you, it will not be good for that person. Like, I will be wondering, So what she means is the person that even made me to even think about that thing I'm doing and even go ahead to do it is the person responsible for that behavior. And you go, they swear for the person. That's why they swear for the person. People will put on for this condition. I'm not against you. Like, I'm trying to make you look at it. Just look at it. So, Nigeria has so many ethnic groups. So many ethnic groups. And if you remember, Nigeria was working on regions. We were not there. We were not there at the time. We were not being born. But the structure the British people left was like what we have in England, a confederation, kind of. Each region was operating, everything was fine, deferring to the center, right? Controlling the regions. But for some reason, some people were not happy with that structure. And they had a reason to put it down to what we have. So they had a reason to centralize it and say, no, they centralize it, like you don't want the regions to be completely independent. You want everything to be deferred to the center. So when Gowon came, Gowon now went further to split it into states. Are you seeing it? So when you come, and the way they split the states is like they didn't give any of the ethnic majority any dominance anymore, in a sense that, for example, in some parts of the states, you will still have some other ethnic minorities within some states, right? For example, if you go to Kogi State, you have ethnicities that are not one. You have Yoruba, you have this in one state. The same thing if you go to Kwara, there are some people who are in Kwara that are not Yoruba, they are not Hausa, they are still some ethnic. I remember I went to school with one girl one time, and she told me her ethnic group. I was like, she's from Kwara. I said, oh yeah. She said no, but she understands Yoruba, but she's not Yoruba. You understand? So it's something like what they are saying about this Ogala in Enugu State. So it is possible, right, that there are people. I've heard that there are people who are like from Kogi, in Enugu or in Anambra, like they have a boundary. So you have at the edges, even in Cross River State, you have some Igbos like or Mumama Mini or something like that that they have in that place. So you have it like that overlapping, and not only in the southeast, the same thing in the middle belt. It's a conglomerate of ethnicities. For example, for example, Taraba alone. You cannot know how many, how will I put it, ethnicity that are inside it. If you follow this brother, I showed you his video, David Nkwa, he's exploring the northern part of Nigeria. Go and see the diversity, like it's so massive. There are some places that you don't even know that government is existing. It's the same thing. Like if you come to the southeast, it's so diverse. Even though we have one language that is mutually intelligible, just mutually intelligible, because in some places when they speak their dialect, you may not really understand. You may not really, 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 but because you'll be able to pick up some things, that's why it's mutually intelligible. Like you can pick out, you will not really be sold out completely. Yeah? After a while, you'll be able to pick it up. So the same way you have it in Yoruba, right? I remember if you go to Ijebu, their dialects will be different. If they speak the real Ijebu, you as a Yoruba person, you will be lost. If they speak the real Ondo for you, you will not even, you will be like, what are they saying? You understand? They are the one that understand it. But they are mutually intelligible because you are able to pick it up. And we've been conditioned to think the North, the North. What is the North? What is the North? It's a conglomerate of so many ethnicities. Do you know the number of kingdoms that form what we call Nigeria? So when you are thinking about division, you are thinking about it in very simple terms, in so simplistic terms. And that's why you think that one problem can just come and Nigeria will just break into whatever pieces. It's not going to happen. At any time, anywhere that problem is coming from will be the epicenter, and it will be settled and life will go on. If your region becomes the epicenter, then it will be that epicenter of that problem, wahala, gbasgbos, for as long as it takes. Whereas in other places, life is going on. So there's not going to be at any time where everywhere will be a boiling point. Although there are some people that think, once you're even coming with that mindset, the other people can see through it, and everybody will chip pipe low. You continue to see it playing around. You understand? And so that's why the idea that there is going to be some kind of revolution, that everybody will just rise up against the state of Nigeria. No. But what you can do, you can rise up against your own state, your own immediate state. You can rise up because you have the wherewithal. The Constitution gives you the power. You are the electorate. You can do something within your state. And if each state can fix themselves, you understand, then everything will come together. Everything will come together. So all we need right now is for the states. And if you may, nothing stops the states or the regions to collaborate with each other. Nothing stops them. It's just people that have the foresight. They can do so much if they want, if they have the foresight. If they are not thinking beyond the girlfriend, mansion, build house, all those kind of stealing mentality, right? I don't know what is stopping the South is from having a regional bloc, a regional conglomerate. backed by they can go into their legislative and form it and sign it. It's possible. They can collaborate with anybody. They can collaborate with anybody. This one say that's how you see it. How do you see it? How do you think it's gonna be? The funny thing is when I say yes, and Nigeria now you are in Kano, and Nigeria now you are in Port Harcourt, and Nigeria now you are in Benin City, and Nigeria now you are writing from Jos. Because you are, for in some way, you are thinking if they end Nigeria now, uh, you are going to be there without any repercussion. It's not gonna work like that. It's not gonna work like that. So once again, know this: Nigeria is united and unbreakable. But you can try, but you will see that you will break yourself. You break your region, you cause problem for yourself. Hmm? But that's it. That's all that can happen. Mhm. So if you want to refute what I'm saying, the explanations I'm giving, either you can join the stream. I'll give you, let me put a link here. I'll put the link here. You can join the stream with the link and tell us how you are seeing it, how it's going to happen. Normally when we disagree, we don't have to fight, we don't have to quarrel. you know I remember when we were small, when we were going to secondary school, primary school, we used to do debates. And in that debate, they will bring a topic, and you give a motion to support it, and you give a motion to negate it, to not support it. And you will give your points, elaborate it, explain it, and the audience will clap. And then the other person will give the reasons why they are not supporting that motion. And at the end of the day, everybody will learn something from both sides of the argument, right? But today, we are developing this culture that one person says something and everybody, says that's the truth, and then you attack people, and then, there's acrimony, there's hate, and all those kind of a thing. No, let us talk about this thing in the reality of how you actually imagine it. Hello, my brother. You're welcome.
Yeah, good evening, man.
Good evening.
First and foremost, let me join you to wish my very good brother and noble friend, Chukwuka Ofebu, a prosperous, happy birthday. May the universe water his path, and his wisdom will continue to expand, and humanity will benefit from it.
Amen. Amen.
My friend, go, leave me alone. So, once again, thank you so much on the various topics you've been treating over and over again, even as it happens, even those which are controversial, and even those which some people consider to be somewhat a sacrilege or somewhat shouldn't be discussed, because to so many people it will offend their sensitivity.
Yeah.
To so many people it will go against their personal bias, and to so many people it will amount to you know you not liking your own tribe. But
Mm.
irrespective of all these things, you still go on to discuss this. I doff my hat and I sincerely thank you for it. On the issue of Nigeria divided, I don't want to continue bothering my head on that one, because most of like a philosopher, I forgot his name, said, no amount of evidence will persuade a fool. Even if you bring every evidence that is very, very material, they will still think otherwise. Because one, Ijele has taken the pain to teach all these things regarding to how a country can be gotten and everything about it. Yet they choose to play their foolhardy game. And I live in England. Every person who lives in England or in the UK can tell for one fact. Since after the Brexit, it's not been easy.
Mm-hmm. Of
The
course.
cost, the custom duties is times three. In fact, groceries will soon become a thing of luxury. The shelves are empty. There are no eggs on the shelf. Fruits are difficult to get. Strawberries are running out. Everything that has to come from the EU is times three of the price. But these people they don't know anything. There's no point trying to explain anything to them. At the end of the day, the least they can do is to destabilize their villages and their region. Nigeria cannot divide. It is a difficult task. Even if they want to go through it politically, it is difficult. Because when one tries to discuss everything that is involved in it, it becomes a Herculean task. You
Mm.
know, most of these persons now, for example, Nigeria has as far as I'm even contradicting myself, I don't want to discuss it. They
Yeah,
need to go
it's
and ask
okay.
the asset and liabilities. Where would now you see United Kingdom when Scotland demanded for Brexit, most Nigerians should go and look at the reason why the Brexit did not favor sorry referendum, why the people of Scotland voted to remain. Catalonia is in Spain. Is Spain not a democratic country? Look at them, look at EU, look at them, look at Hague. They should go and ask why has Catalonia still remained in Spain? Why has the center, Madrid, refused them to go? They should go to Canada and ask the people of Quebec. You see, everybody's advancing their political interest. It's as simple as that. These mediocres, I only fault them because the government, you know, I'm not talking about the current administration, the previous government treated all this issue with kid gloves. The politicians from the region, they are the major benefactors from this distraction. Now, let me go back. The former president, President Buhari, during his birthday, when they interviewed him and they raised this issue of Jubrin al Sudan, he laughed. He said that is even a distraction, that they use that thing to distract people from the main issue demanding for governance.
Mm.
Which region was heavily affected? The Southeast.
Mm.
Buhari even felt for them. It's as bad as that. It's as bad as that. That Buhari felt for the people of the Southeast. Because of what? They've sold them lies. And these are things they need to wake up. But they don't want to wake up. Let them continue. The only thing they can achieve is to even make the next generation not to have confidence in themselves. Look at the North. They are growing politically. Their youth are getting involved in politics. The youth leader of PDP is from the North. These are encouragement they need to give to our people. Let them work. They can, when they come down Nigeria, now social media, they divide country. Not be social media now. They should go and play the politics. All of them now, tell them now to go and tell them they can. Let him go and divide Umuahia. Let him go and divide his local government first. He's from Umuahia, not like myself. Let him go and
Mm.
split the local government first. Madam, thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. So my people, this one say, one Nigeria is a scam. One Nigeria is a scam. That's why you are able to go to Lagos and live. You see these ones that went to Ghana. Do you see how they are disturbing them every day? Because they are foreigners in Ghana. But you don't appreciate that because of Nigeria, you are able to live all across Nigeria as a Nigerian citizen. And if you feel like Nigeria is a scam, your first point of duty is to make Igbo land so attractive that nobody from Igbo land will want to leave. And then other people will want to come to Igbo land because, it's when somewhere is prospering that people want to come and join it. Like I was telling you before, the Jewish people, they have passed through so much. They are scattered all over the place before, and they were going through so much. You understand? And at the end of the day, they are looking for a place to go that they can call home. And then now they have Israel, right? And now they have built it. What is happening? Every day, people are in different parts of the world claiming that they are Israel. Israeli people are now going to test whether they are Israelis. Yeah, I don't know whether Israelis is it by blood or is it by religion. I don't even know what they are testing. Just an example. So at that time that they were in, for example, in this our side, Germany, where they are putting them inside chamber, did anybody come and say he's a Jew? Did anybody want to go and be in Israel to go and join them? Eh? When they are driving them from every part of where they were establishing, using them, you have read that book now, Shakespeare, Sherlock Holmes. Abi, Shebi it was about Jewish tax giver that used to put interest and all those things. So that is how it is. So now they have found a place. They now went there to build it. Even as they build that place, it's in contention, it's high contention. The Palestinians were there and they came and what happened. And now the Palestinians are like, it's like they put them out and all those kind of a thing. So the Palestinians are fighting back, and so even though they have built it, they are safeguarding it. It's like it was not given to them on a platter, and they are still defending it every day. They are still defending it every day. And you have not even done the barest minimum, like to even organize yourself. You don't even have any hierarchy, you don't even have any structure, but you are the one busy everywhere. Nigeria is a scam. The scam that Nigeria is that gives you the opportunity to go outside of Alibo and make a living. Let's face it, when more than 50% of your population make their living outside of your region, tell me how you are in a position to be saying division is what will give you prosperity. How? Tell me how. And now you are going there to spoil it, to destroy it, to do all those things. Why? For what? And when you do all those things, burn it to the ground, what else do you have? Nothing. And the assumption that Igbo land is there and you have always been there all generation, all those things, you don't even know. There's no vacuum in nature. Please, if you cite a bingo, let me know so I can delete them so they will not derail the conversation. So you have we are the most traveled. We are the most traveled. We are the most living outside of our region and making a living outside of our region. And still, we are the most preoccupied with division and separation. And if all the other places we have gone to become successful were having that mindset, we will not have any place to stand. After all, there was no war before we started going. But it was the conditions that is there that is pushing us out. So you cannot even say it's because of marginalization or anything, because even before the whole civil war, our people were in thousands in the north, and Igbo land was there the whole time, and it has always been there. That's my point. So my point is, instead of you to be preoccupied with division, why don't you focus on how to build Alibo? Instead of crying for everything, oh Nigeria, instead of concerned about Abuja, why don't you concern yourself with what is going on in your state? And if you have a burden that needs to get to Abuja, tailor it to your House of Representatives, tailor it to your senator. Let it be their topic at the Senate. You can't do more than that. Every other thing is you buying drinking Panadol for another person headache. You can't do more than that. Greetings, Chide. Where is the bingo? So so they have kind of set the heart of our youths on division. That's the main thing. So that's why I feel like our topic supposed to be like Nigeria is not divided. Rest your mind. Like, don't make that a topic for yourself, right? Nigeria is not divided. Let us sink in. And one thing you can do for yourself, anywhere they are talking about this division, separation, remove yourself from there. Like, block their messages for a while. Any church that their pastor is using that division to cash cruise or all those things, remove it from your mind as an ordinary person, right? Don't let it be your preoccupation. Focus on your life. Oh, that was a mistake. I thought that I didn't know what was going on. I'm sorry. I will check it. So, at the end of the day, that's just the reality that Nigeria is not going to divide. It's not dividing. I know Nigeria have its problems. I'm not saying Nigeria don't have any problem. Yeah, Nigeria has a problem, and there are myriads of ethnicities that are in Nigeria. Like, the kingdoms that existed in Nigeria. Do you know how many kingdoms existed before the colonial masters came? You won't try. Where do you want to start from? It's not possible. The kingdoms that existed in all across Nigeria. There are different groups and their kings. You know, like for example, the North, they have, for example, Sokoto Caliphate. We know that one because they survive unto today, and their remnant are still there, right? The Sultan of Sokoto is still there, huh? The Oyo Empire survived also. The last time I was talking about Edo Empire, I didn't remember Oyo Empire. Thank you for one of our brother that reminded me. Oyo Empire was big, was massive, and we still have the remnants of Oyo there. Hmm? So when you come to the southeast, the only one that is still having a remnant is the Inri Kingdom. Even the if you go to like all this Ijebu, some people don't even know that Ijebu used to be a kingdom. So there are so many kingdoms here, and so the thing is, where do you want to start the separation from? Benin is also there. The ones in the middle belt is there. Where do you want to start from? Hmm? So you understand. So everybody will now. So you now have. I don't know. I think the Borno Shehu of Borno is still there. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, we read it. Or Queen Amina of I think it's around Kaduna side. We read it in those days as novel, as book, as literature, right? So we have all these kingdoms and they are still there. They are still. So where do you want to divide it from? Or you want to talk about the Ijos? I'm just talking about the really big ones. You can add the ones that you remember. Opobo, for example, Zaria, the Aquinami now of Zaria, exactly, right? Uh, So there are kingdoms that existed before the colonial, and now we are together and going and going and going. And then somebody that didn't even have a kingdom is busy preoccupied with division. Like, what do you think will happen when you divide? When Nigeria is existing, you have not even been able to organize yourself, gather yourself, rebuild your region, put things in place, put a structure in order. We've not had um um somebody that can come, and the person that wants to build you don't like. You like you love the people that speak of destruction, that want to destroy for some reason. I don't know why it's appealing. The people that want to bring destruction, they are so appealing to you people. I don't know. Eh? Like even the Ife kingdom is there. Oni of Ife, we still see him. Eh? They are all there. All this small kingdom. What about Kano? Kano had a city gate. Even the city gate still stand. Like in the Bible, when they told that story that the children of Israel walk around the city of Jordan, the gate around the gate 7 times, and then when we are saying the wall of Jericho fell down, the wall of Jericho fell as the children of God. That wall, that kind of wall, was built for the city of Kano. Far back, centuries before ever. Like they were inside. Even the city, and the old city with the city gate is still existing in Kano till today. In the very first beginning, the northerners, they were saying, no, Araba, everybody go. They didn't succeed. And then Niger Delta Republic, they came, they didn't succeed. You depend on other people, other regions, and you're supposed to, your first preoccupation is supposed to be how to become self-sufficient and self-reliant in Alibo. That should be what you're supposed to preoccupy yourself with. See, all these people that are conditioning you to concentrate on who is coming, they are coming, the Hausa, the Yoruba, this one, they plan it, their game plan, their plan, all these things are distractions. They are making you to focus on the things that add no value, that bring nothing for you, that's not going to do anything for you. You understand? So we have to be asking ourselves. For example, you cannot see someone from let me say Idoma, for example, in the southeast. Maybe marriage can bring a woman, for example, but you cannot see someone from there that is coming there to come and seek a living. But if you go to Idoma kingdom, you will see someone from Masai going there. So we need to address the issues at home, and we should have a no excuse mindset. No, the way we do it in our life, individual life, that we are successful, let's translate it into the collective and say, it doesn't matter what the reason is, what the excuse is. It doesn't matter. What matters is, this is something, a task that has to be done. How do we go about doing it? How can we make the Southeast viable? How can we produce, sustain production, build a viable economy in the Southeast, right? How can we build factories, institutions, road network, transportation network, any kind of thing that, like, even since when you are thinking about division, you are already seeing yourself as a block. Why don't you use it? But unfortunately, when you go down to the southeast, the division and the separation of your state and my state is so predominant, like what I was saying from the beginning, that when you are thinking about division, your focus is always on what divides you. And that's why when you go into Igbo land, you are saying, Ndi Imo, this Imo people, Ebonyi people, it must be from this Ebonyi people. Ebonyi people, like, you begin to divide. You don't want to see your oneness. But when you are outside of Igbo land, you now remember, oh, Ndi Igbo, Igbo, Igbo. But when you are in Igbo land, you don't even the person from the next village is a foreigner in your eyes. Like a real foreigner that don't deserve any kind of amenities in your village. Because why? He's coming from the next village. Because they are conditioning you to think and be preoccupied with that. But when you are thinking about functioning in today's economy, in our world today. Look at what is going on in the world. Technology is here doing many things. Like, for example, there are people that are looking for you. Remember, you see this news that is going all over the place. They went into this tube and they went it to go into the water to go and watch the Titanic. The news is all over the place. For example, these are people who have, you know, come out of this bread and butter mindset. They are doing us, they are not even afraid, like they are trying to do something extraordinary. That's the kind of mindset. The mindset we should have is not to go and die for somebody's lie or somebody's juju or all those things. No, it's, bring it into production, into creativity, in a way that it will, there's something called multiplier effect, so it can have that multiplier effect in the southeast there. So by the time we begin to have a booming economy, that people no longer have the need to emigrate out of Alibo to go and make it. And some people can, it's something like a will. If you like, you can stay somewhere else, but you don't have to. You yourself, you will see that you have just been rigmaroling and bamboozling yourself. Honestly. Yeah. Thank you. The Ikwere Kingdom. I don't remember all. Yeah, thank you. I remember I used to have a roommate that was related to the Oba in Owo, the Owo king, to the Owo palace, something like that. Yeah, and I remember that we went to Owo one time, and the way everybody was flying on the ground, I was like looking like, God, where am I? Like like it was really beautiful. I remember, for example, it's true. Ondo Kingdom, all those, I'm just talking about, when you are trying to summarize, the big ones comes to your mind. I know even Idoma has a kingdom, even everywhere Kogi, the small places, they have, we call them small, but we don't know how small they were before, you understand? So they all have their own kingdoms, and they were functioning, and we have remnants of them till today. That's what I mean, you understand? So what you should do is just self divine, and I don't know. Hello. Hello. Oh, it didn't work. Exactly. Our brother say when they divided states, then they pursue everybody that was Anambra in, they pursue anyone. That's the same thing that will happen. Let's assume you are in Lagos, you are in everywhere you're done, then you are preoccupied with all this, your division, division, division. When the time comes, you like, let me show you guys the map again. I think I need to show that map again in this video. I need to show that Nigerian map again because it's been a while. I didn't show that map. I didn't show that map again. Um yeah, even everybody was, but some people were not happy with it. This one I will this one I say exactly, even exactly, but people have a lot of, they're contending with a lot of subjugation and exclusion, so let me see. I hope, please, if you see a bingo, just let me know. So I don't know why people who the only reason why people who have traveled so far and wide are preoccupied with division is because it was a condition. They conditioned their mind to think like that, and so it's going to take a lot of work and talking around it and playing around it and helping them to even imagine it. So like I told you guys, Nigeria is not dividing anytime soon. You can take that to the bank. Nigeria has so many problems, we know. So the problem that Nigeria have, start dealing with it from your state. Yeah. And I wish that we can leave all these divisions and all this separation to talk about the things that are actually bothering us, like healthcare, you know, like unemployment. There's no job, there is high rate of unemployment, and there's no welfare. This makes people desperate and they want to do anything to get to anything. So when we are concentrating on division, we are not talking about the importance of or the other things that are important. We are not talking about healthcare. We are not talking about jobs. We are not talking about the welfare of the children. We're not talking about, for example, all these fake pastors that are causing so much havoc on the people, right? There are so many things to legislate to work on. You know, even our security, they need to be worked on. They need more amenities so that they can work better. They need better remuneration so that they can, be in tune with their job. Okay, yeah, I've removed him. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we have to rest this case. So let me show you this map again. The map of Africa, Nigeria again. So, I've showed you this map before, and this is Nigeria. Okay, for example, this is the whole of Nigeria. Like our brother said that when they form state, for example, when they form for example, Enugu state, they will kick out people who are from other states and say you are no longer from here, go back to your state. So that's how it is. Let's assume Nigeria separate, like let's go with that theory, and you are all over Nigeria in different parts of Nigeria now. So what you are basically saying is Nigerians should return all of you to this place. You can see it. This one is Makurdi. It's already Benue State. It's not part of it. So you are asking the Nigerian government to return you to all this, just here, just this place. I'm doing this circle. But the Nigerian state gives you the privilege to be all everywhere as a citizen. You don't need visa. You don't need restriction. You can claim your right because you're a Nigerian citizen. You're a Nigerian citizen, and that's why you live in Enugu. You can go to Gboko, you go and live. Look at how beautiful Gboko is looking. It's not even looking that bad. This is Benue. Yeah. So this is Nsukka, for example. Nah? And you are from here. You don't like it here, maybe whatever problem, you are going here. You are going to Boko, you are living, you go to Benin City. There are many people that are in Benin City. I remember somebody who needed to buy some building material, went to the market in Benin City, and it was our people that were the majority there that were selling the building materials in Benin City, right? So you go to Benin City, you don't need visa, you don't need restrictions. I'm just giving you an example. If you go here, Akure, there are so many of our people in Akure, even Oshogbo, even Ibadan. Are you talking about Abeokuta? There are so many people there. So they don't need visa. So if you can be in Owerri today, tomorrow you make up your mind, you want to go to Abuja. All you need is your transport fare. You enter road, you go there. You don't need visa. But ordinary Ghana here, see Ghana here. Look at Nigeria, look at Ghana. The people from here that went to Ghana, you know what they are experiencing every day. They are pursuing them, and Ghana is not even up to half of Nigeria. The Ghana that is disturbing them is not up to half of Nigeria. So you have all of Nigeria, you are able to stay all over Nigeria without any restrictions. And you go to Ghana, they are disturbing you. If you go to this small Benin Republic, they need their requirement before you can participate in their market or in their country and live there. The same way it's going to be when you succeed to separate yourself and you remain in this place like this. Then before you will cross this border here, to go into all this place, Asaba. And Asaba people keep saying that they are not Igbo, they don't want to be part of it. You're not going to force them, right? And then you are here, for example, even if you give in Asaba, even if you are giving Asaba, what are you going to do? What do you want to be doing here? all of you, because you have to be. And then when you come back, you first of all, you come here, you come back here, and then you get your documents ready, and then you have to apply. Nigeria will make money from visa alone, from from resident permits. Eh? From resident permit. Look at it now. That's why they say dot. Look at it. It's not more than this. Oh, Kwakora, Sia, Abia, Owerri, Onitsha, Enugu, Abakaliki. Only this place. Now this place like this, now make una dey kpai una say they disturb, they cry, they run around. Imagine that you have Biafra all this time. That means even the one that a lot of people are living in here now, Ikorekpene. This is about, this is Ikorekpene, it's another language. A lot of people move their business to Ikorekpene because it's just about 30 minutes drive. The road is good. They are living in Abia State, but they are doing their business in Ikorekpene. The same thing in Uyo. And you go to even Calabar, very beautiful place. It used to be the first capital of Nigeria. So it's very, very beautiful, mapped out place. Are you talking about see this national park? You go to holiday there and you go and experience something. So because you're in Nigeria, you don't need all this visa, you don't need restriction, you just carry your bag and go anywhere. And our people are making advantage of this. So some people are now preoccupying you with actually a matter that will not be good for you. So the problem is not even access to the sea. You will get access to the sea, all right. You will get access because look at the sea here. Look at Aba, look at this, look at Owerri. The sea is already here. It's not a magic. So you will now box yourself here and lose access to all this place. And then you will now, just like they are treating you now in Ghana, that's how they will start treating you here. This one you are not saying you are here, you go to look at here, Kaduna, so many people are there. The same place, Gombe. Beautiful place, beautiful. This is a very beautiful place. The northeast is actually very beautiful. Before Boko Haram came, see Meduguri, very close to Cameroon here. The same thing. You see them in Kano, they are there, huge community, they have a king, BBC featured them the other day. They are here in Katsina, Sokoto, they are there now. Many people, there's someone I know that they grow up in Sokoto. Like when they send me videos, all these videos that, all these concocted videos that they will send, they will say, look at what they are doing. I used to send it to her, say, can you help me to, what are they saying? Because they understand it. So even even in Zamfara, so that is it. When I'm telling you that you benefit nothing, it's like you have access to live in a mansion, with different parts of the house, with backyard, with everything, with swimming pool. You say no, you just want your bungalow with your 5 rooms. It's enough for you. You don't want anything. You just want your 5 rooms. You want to go into your 5 rooms. Look at your 5 rooms. So you don't want all this duplex. You don't want any big house. You don't want any. You don't care. You can let them eat it. You just want your 5 room. Meanwhile, the 5 room, you have it already. This 5 room, you have already always have it. Okay, decorate this 5 room, put chair, put couch, put carpet, let everything be okay. Let some people come there and sit and relax, watch television. If you do one. And then you are able to go to all these places, arrange yourself, design your living room, living your best life. And you are still conditioned to be preoccupied with send me back to my to where I'm coming from. Send me back to where I'm coming from. That's where my magic will happen. It's not working. He said the visa to Port Harcourt. Eddie Madison said the visa to Port Harcourt will be. I'm telling you, imagine that you need visa. I don't know how you are imagining it. Say you are in Lagos, you are there, you are going. when I was small, all of us would say, if they don't want us, let us go, because we have never even thought about that going that we are saying. What does it even mean? They will tell you so country, they have three population, they have 200 people as their population, and they're doing okay. What do you think 40 million Igbo people that already have the access to Alibo, nobody drive them from Alibo. That's the strange thing. This is Alibo and it's in your hands. Nobody drive you out of Alibo. Alibo is still your ancestral land. You live there, you go back there, you own it. And even at that, you are everywhere in Nigeria. Everywhere. Everywhere. You are here, you are here. Show me where in Nigeria that you are not inside. Let me even open it. You will see the local. Even this one they are talking about, all this hotel problem of IPOP, all these places that are around Alibo like this. You can't even see hotel to go and live, to go and rent, because everywhere don't full. So show me where in Nigeria that you don't see Igbo people that have left, that travel out to go and be there. You don't have. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. So if you have a counter argument, tell me, how do you imagine it that you have access to all this place and still have Igbo land, and you are not able to use it to your advantage? Like, for example, you create industry now and you manufacture something here. You already have your market of 200 million people without import duty, without export. You just ship your goods around the country because it's your country. You already have the millions to purchase. So you just have to find the product, find the solution. The market is there. You don't even really need much advertisement. The market will sell itself. This is what other countries lack. You will see other African countries, they'll be complaining Nigeria is dominating them. Why? Because Nigeria has the population. That's why Nigerian artists are doing well, because when they sing one song, 2 million Nigerians push that music, they go to the top of the chart immediately. They go to the top of the chart immediately because they have that support. Did you see what Guinness Book of Records said? That they have never had that kind of, event for their record. Something that normally goes low, nobody hears it. It reached hit a ton. Their platform almost scatter. More than 3 million people were writing them. Because why? The market is already there. So tell me what your problem is. Tell me why separation for this opportunity that you have is your preoccupation. Why? Because one person did not get to the government house in Abuja. If one person did not become the president, but we have representatives in the Senate, in the House of Rep, we can take it up from there. So the things that are our problem, that we say that are the reasons that we feel marginalized, let them help us to present it to the House, and the House will address it. That's how reasonable people do something. How can you have just this small circle, you are disturbing everybody, that you are going, and they are not driving you out because, the Nigerian Constitution don't even give people that right. Huh? Imagine, their website crash because we have the market, we have the population. Most of these European countries, why are they going to other countries? They are looking for a market. Imagine if we get our self right and do the right thing, and you have already a market ready for you to buy. All these Oyibo people say they don't know wetin dey, they fear now. So if we no arrange ourselves now we know they no send us message. They no send us message now. If we no organize ourselves, now our loss, they know. That's why you think that if Nigeria want to be good now, everything want to work well, they will just leave us and be saying clapping for us. No, everything is going to be a fight. Nothing comes easy. Even development doesn't come easy, because where you want develop, you dey collect food for other people hand. As una dey do this una mumu iberiberism for Nigeria, all dis people wey dey for government house for Abuja, wey dem dey thief dey do iberiberism, dey go hotel, dey do dem no know wetin be government. No be na dem dey gain, na their gain. So why dem wan tell you say make you stop your zuzu, make you stop your zuozuo wey you dey stupid dey do everything? Dem no go tell you, dem go dey clap for you. Na you go suppose to use your brain, know say guy, if you fit arrange yourself for you don't know the market wey you get. Look at here, if you make this place a point now, even because of the ECOWAS, you still have access to all this place, dey go like this. Who do una this thing? So you suppose to concentrate on what is productive, what can uplift, and you will see the magic. You will see the I really wish that you people can remove your mind from insult and saying you want to go and actually look at where you are going. Where are you going here now? Where did they go for here? Where did they go for here? Hmm? Even here, worry, they have a king, and the king is still there. Which one do we have here? Most of the people we have here as king, they are appointed by government, by state governors. So think about it, my people. Look at this map. Use it to talk about your going, where you are going. They will say, don't mind. You go and lock yourself. You go and lock yourself up here. It's like those people that they are looking for, that they enter inside that tube. They drop them inside water, close the door from outside. Na so e be. You go just lose all this access. Imagine, you wan go Abuja, you need visa. You wan go Kaduna, you need visa. They go say, are you going to be because of visa? Are you going to because of visa? Who will suffer it? Do you think the political elite that will be somewhere in any government house is going to suffer it? No, it's ordinary people that will suffer it. Exactly. Why do people fall for all these scammers, all these yahoo people? Why do they fall for it? Why? Because people know that na there the money dey. Na here. You want to go to Europe, what do you want to add again? Everywhere is already mapped and developed. So, but this is unmapped sphere. There's so much to do. That's why they keep falling, because they see the potential. They will pay money because they want to go and have a share, build it up, and create their empire. That's why they are falling that mugu. Yeah. So today, enough said, my people. I think I've made my point actually. So just take it like that. If you are engaging in this thought that you are going to divide Nigeria, it's not going to be possible. But if anybody wants to debate, so you can explain to us, maybe you can do it in a video. I said people could come live and explain to us. We are open to learn. We know they cost people. We know they threaten people where they know they think like us, because we want to know how they take the reason now. We want to understand where they look when they reason now. You understand? Yeah. Abi now when Nigerian people don't know say record dey to break now, the record the paper go even tear join now. Every record will break now. Hello my brother. So my people, I hope it was a nice evening with you guys. I'm happy that I'm able to come back and be live with you guys today. And tomorrow is another day. Thank you, Prince Obina. Yeah, it's gradually we have to visualize it. Like sometimes people who have a difficulty to capture something, you put it in picture. So we have to find a way to picturize it, and even I remember back in those days in the church, we used to act the story, the Bible stories as children. We used to act it as play. We take roles, you know. I remember one time when I was the prodigal son, because they didn't find someone to play that part. So I became the prodigal son. I wore trousers, I imagine, and I went to play that part. So, you know, when you play it and you visualize it, you internalize it, and any message that comes with it. So I believe that's what we need to do. We need to push harder. We need to, um, yeah, we need to do more, because the people that condition them to be like that, they still need them to be in that condition. You know, they need them there. Don't save them. So they need them to be in that position. Oh, àpáàrírè, chukwu ìnọ̀sìkò bẹ́ o, ọmọ kóbì wẹ̀ o, bí ọmọ kóbì dì o, you know, they need them in that condition. But when God said the time is now, it's an era of enlightenment, it's an era of, you know, digitalization. Everything is supposed to be open, but for some reason, our people choose to be neck deep in ignorance. I don't know why, right? But because at the end of the day, it's going to affect all of us, you know, because, you know, this multiplier effect, it can be positive or negative. So if it's a positive thing, it will multiply and get across to everybody. But if it's a negative thing, it will also multiply and get across, you know. Yeah, so let everybody try what they can do for your individual life. And if I will say anything, your first point is to stop going to any Biafra platform, all this divisionist platform. Don't join the association. Don't preoccupy yourself with that. If there's, you know, if there's anything uplifting, if there's anywhere there's love, if there's anywhere there's sharing, community, that is where you should be. That's where you should participate. That's where you should talk. And from there, you get ideas of how to develop your life. From there, you will meet people that will help you to connect to a higher self, you know. So don't be found among the people that are, you know, conditioned you for your own destruction. Don't do that, okay? It's just a few percentage of people, but they did their work very well. But yeah, the time to liberate you is here. You have to participate in your own liberation also. And yeah, together we can do it. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate every one of you that waited so long. You know, I didn't come for long, so that's why I decided to just kind of take my time. I'll see you guys tomorrow by the grace of God. And yeah, looking forward to the Friday. Bye for now.